everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup of two of the top linebackers in the league and also a Super Bowl 50 rematch. It's Luke Kuechly going up against Brandon Marshall. So let's get you out to Denver for the call of our game. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 50 between the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the offensive unit led by Trevor Siemian, and Siemian has to be feeling pretty good coming off his Week 1 performance. Yeah, it wasn't, Hall of Fame worthy or anything like that, but he was a very good game manager, 18 of 26, and they got the win.
I agree with you, partner, and that was the thing that they were looking for from him. And remember, the bar where you set the expectations, for Trevor Siemian in that game, it was really in a mid-level place, right? Just make sure you don't make a lot of mistakes, take care of the football, and make sure our defense doesn't get hurt. Well, he did a little bit more than that, and he played with such poise and confidence. I felt like his offense kind of swept along with him, and that helped them win the game. A really nice first outing for the youngster.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide, it doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
Six yards to go here on second down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Siemian. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
It's real easy to talk about Thomas Davis coming back from multiple knee injuries, but he wants his play on the field to be the story.
Second down following the run.
Tight left. Four down. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now Siemian. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, 52 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So Cam Newton leads the offense onto the field. Week 1 against the Broncos, very disappointing loss for Cam and company. But he did break the record for rushing touchdowns in a career, passing Steve Young with number 44.
Hard to believe that he's done that in such a short amount of time in his career. When you look at the arcs of both of them and the amount of time Steve Young played and now Cam doing it this quickly, it just tells you that the Carolina team, very enthusiastic about Cam using his legs to help their offense.
First carry for Jonathan Stewart. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And what about this offense, Charles? Specifically, what about Jonathan Stewart?
He makes sure everything goes. Put the ball in his chest and watch him run. Can run with power inside, but has enough speed that when he gets outside, he can cause a lot of trouble.
Second down, here's Newton. And this one brought in by a man who missed all of last year, Kelvin Benjamin. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On that Thursday night game last week, Benjamin had the first touchdown of the NFL season, and he finished with 91 yards to boot.
I guess we can say welcome back. Remember, he missed all of 2015 with a knee injury, and that took away a big-time target for quarterback Cam Newton. They've gotten back in sync and in a hurry, and he'll find Kelvin Benjamin throughout the season.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Newton gives off to Stewart. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defense in front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Play action. It's Newton. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, How do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line, but how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Third down now following the completed pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Surveying the field. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's Ginn. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
Have they come up with a nickname for just Jonathan Stewart? Remember when it was double trouble when he's run with D'Angelo Williams in Carolina? But boy, what a year he had in 2015.
Yeah, it was just 11 yards shy of 1,000, so close, but kind of stepped out of that shadow, didn't he?
Certainly did, and gave the Panthers a real identity running the ball.
On second down, they run with Stewart. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. They'll run the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
When we did DeMarcus Ware's games in Dallas, didn't we spend most of the time talking about him rushing the passer?
We did, and how about now?
Oh, boy, he's expanded his game in a big way. Really does a great job in the run game now, using his length, using his leverage to hold the point of attack and make plays as we just saw there.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
And now a first down following that long gain. In the backfield is Anderson. And they'll give it to him here. Oh, nice move. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
C.J. Anderson may not be a Pro Bowl runner, but he knows how to run big in big games.
Yeah, he sort of sealed the Super Bowl for them in the 4th quarter. Big game against the Patriots last year on a Monday night, but only 720 yards all told in 2015. They run it again with Anderson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a give. Running right is Anderson. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Simeon. That's caught at the 3. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Boy, last week against the Broncos, Luke Kuechly was all over the place, wasn't he, Charles? 10 tackles and a tackle for loss as well.
And when you talk about the best linebackers in the game, especially the inside linebackers, Luke Kuechly's name is going to be active in the conversation. I think he converts the mental to the physical as well as anyone in the league. And what I mean by that is he studies his craft so well, understands what the other teams are trying to get done, but then he goes out and physically wrecks what they try and do.
Thomas able to put it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So 1 quarter in the books in this Super Bowl 50 rematch. 10-zip our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they'll take over with the ball 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And that leads to a Carolina 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. This is Stewart again. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Third and 2, Newton. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Carolina 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They'll run again here with Artis Payne. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And another juke. 18 yards there and a 1st down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now Stewart on 1st down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Red zone opportunity. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. A shotgun snap for Newton. His pass caught at the 4. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He's got time. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he is out of bounds all the way up near midfield.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And now we get a look at the captain of this offense heading back out there now. He's played a pretty clean 1st half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Watch left, tight end to the left, tight end left.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Simeon. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Let's go. 319.
Simeon. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll come out in the pistol.
Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Screen play, Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
They'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Second and 10, Newton again. And he comes back with one complete. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Back now, as I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Newton on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Looking back at week 1 for Olsen, 7 catches, 73 yards. We know that Newton likes to go his way, and that didn't change in the opening week.
And nor should it, because Greg Olsen, he's listed as a tight end, but even in today's football, he's really a primary receiver. You know, you got to treat him like a #1 guy, and he produces no matter what. Whether you double cover him, right, you use a defensive back on him, a linebacker, it doesn't really matter. That's why Cam Newton looks for him. He knows how to get open.
He was trying to get at that time to Ted Ginn, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Multiple pass deflections in this game for Chris Harris Jr., undrafted out of Kansas, came on the scene as a rookie, was on the all-rookie team, and he's such a presence now.
Think about the mental toughness it takes to be undrafted and have an impact on the league in such a short amount of time. That means he didn't care what people thought about him. He was going to prove them different, and that's exactly what he's done. And even in this game here, why do they keep throwing in his area? Don't do it.
Newton now, and look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And Coming out now, the Broncos. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Simeon. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from.
Now Simeon. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Hey. 4 down. Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll run on the draw. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Ginn.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
Down, he'll drop to throw it. And he hits his man on the out route, Thomas. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Broncos a first down.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Check curls. Now let's go. Blue
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards and sets them up first and goal. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it second and goal. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. To throw again. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Surveying the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come out here in the eye. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They go back to Stewart on first. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Here's Newton now on second down. He's got time. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And it is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in this Super Bowl rematch. Once again, it's the Broncos on top over the Panthers. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Broncos are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Panthers didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Panthers take it at the 1. The pass ends up being picked off. Davis, the one who makes the pick to give a boost to his defense. Third down, inches to go. Here the defense will come up with the pick. It's Harris making the play to get his defense off the field. That'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. Let's get back to Denver with Brandon and Charles.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They start the third quarter on the ground with Stewart. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Brandon Marshall with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Here's Andy Lee now, standing just outside his own goal line. Pulled in at the 24. Whoosh. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They start the drive with Anderson. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now onto the field. Here come the Panthers. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, here's Newton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton gets it to Benjamin. It's caught at 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Another pistol look here. They run here with Stewart. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Throwing is Newton. This is caught by Ginn. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Back to the ground now with Stewart. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll hit Whitaker in the flat. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the eye. After the run, Newton going to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. And Gano's kick is right through. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They run again on first down. Anderson. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
All right, here we go.
And they'll run it here. And some room to maneuver. Devontae Booker. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Devontae Booker, 36 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short. And they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the defensive unit now for the Broncos as they get set here. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance, it's amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which would be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, could have. Now can they carry that over? They'll run the option left. Stays on his feet. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And for how much Cam handles the football, he really doesn't fumble a whole lot, but coughed it up there.
And I know that a lot of people seeing that play, they immediately go back to the Super Bowl against Denver and Von Miller knocking it free from Cam. But I think you're exactly right. One of the underrated aspects of his game, he's fundamentally sound when he carries the football. Whether he's in the pocket or actually running it, he usually does a great job of taking care of it.
He'll have to shake that one off. Now a run with Anderson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Three quarters have come and gone. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. On 2nd down, Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Fresh set of downs here. In the backfield is Anderson. And he'll get it up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
16. Watch 16. He likes to go for the sideline. Here we go.
Simeon. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the left hash, this from 37. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. We focus our attention now on the Broncos defense. And they forced the fumble last time. Now 4 turnovers for this defense. They've been darn good.
It's become a feeding frenzy, hasn't it? I mean, almost like the sharks. They descend upon their prey. That's what they've done this entire game. 4 takeaways, they preach it, and today they're living it.
Well, when you have that many, you probably think, all right, well, we'll just get another one now, right?
That's how it works. Everyone feels like, if I didn't get one, I'm doing something wrong.
Now Newton on first down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Panthers. On first and 10, Newton. Ginn has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
So the offense has it first and 10. Draw play, Newton to Stewart. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
To throw on second down is Newton. Finding time. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
One receiver right, that's Brown. On first down, Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 19. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Artis Payne. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
So second and 10 here. the ground with hardest pain. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He'll hit Whitaker in the flat. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he's going to bowl his way in for a Panther score. Jonathan Stewart taking it in. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? And they will line up now for the two-point try. Cam looking to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
In the backfield is Anderson. And he'll get it up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. In the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get a hook and let a running back get outside, because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, look at the juke. Past the 20. Devontae Booker. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Devontae Booker, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a first down throw for Newton. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll be first down Panthers. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, it's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start, offense.
First and 15 here behind the chains. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Throwing again is Newton. And some room to roam now. And avoids the contact by sliding. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll bring up a second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on second down is Newton. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Can't find anyone open. That is caught inside the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Again, Newton surveying the field, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Devin Funchess, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.